Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Spence and I am working on the Curious Climate Schools project for 2021. It's fantastic that you are all participating. No one's in the Zoom at the moment, but I just thought I'd record this and we can upload it to our page, and if people would like a copy of it, I'm happy to send along. So thank you for registering. That's the first step, and then people are now sending in their questions, which I just wanted to provide a little bit of support if there was any need. I've had a few phone calls from people to ask some different questions. So the next step is to submit questions. If I'm just going to share our page at the moment. And so as a teacher, you are hopefully familiar with this page. There is obviously teacher information. There's lots of information, ideas of how you can, this is obviously a very like early or year 5-6 example of a question. And we've also had some great video questions already submitted that if your students are interested, they're able to share those. So as long as we get them in the next week or so, so even if you've by the end of the school term, if you don't have a chance to do it by Friday, we're still accepting in questions in the next few days after that, if you have a chance to upload them to the website. So then you'll see at the top of the page way to submit the questions. There is a facilitation guide, which I'm just going to bring up now. And so you would have been sent this. It just outlines a way in which you're able to go through a similar process to all of the other teachers that are going to be submitting questions, so that we've got a little bit of consistency in how we've asked the teachers and students to frame their questions or put together their questions. So if we use the PESTLE framework, I'm happy for you to use any of your brainstorming ideas that you have found worked with your students. So we've given some suggestions of using index cards and pens and things like that. But if you find whiteboards or breakout groups or sort of doing any other sort of brainstorming activities, you're welcome to use those. But we would like you to use the PESTLE framework. So this also provides students a way in which they can think about climate change from its broadest sense, so that they're looking at all the different ramifications that it might have on political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental. So one thing that students might like to do is actually wear a political hat or an economic hat, so a bit like I forget the guy's name, but the hat wearer guy. Anyway, so looking at ways in which you can get the students thinking about it. You might like them to each have a turn at wearing those different hats, or if that's too much information, in small breakout groups of maybe what they're interested in, and then framing up some questions and trying to help them to look at that. So then to ask the students for those to be written down, you then want to be able to go through those, categorize them, maybe do a little bit of a gathering, maybe a consolidation of those questions. It might be that you want to then vote on the best framing or phrases of those questions, and then Yeah, hopefully you've got about 10 questions. If students want to record those, or so as a video, as I've said, or do little pictures to illustrate those points, we're also very happy to have those examples of questions. You then want to be able to get down to 10 questions that the class is happy with, and then going on to submitting questions. Down the bottom here, there is a way for you to enter, submit the questions, and you have a way to attach JPEGs or movie files and things like that. The class picture that you want to put on might be something, there's a couple of examples that are already online that you can see. So we've got some schools that have already submitted. For example, Cambridge, and they've got, so they've got a dog as a picture, and that's a way in which students like they're not showing their personal pictures or anything like that. Okay, and then so just I'm just looking at my notes, and we'll be uploading each of the questions, schools questions, as they come in. Yeah, so as there's no one apart from Chloe now online, this is just a video that's going to, I'm recording for everyone. So feel free to give me a call if you have any questions, and I will be only too happy to answer them. And as I said, we can, not too late into next week, but definitely, you know, sort of, if you sort of haven't had a chance in the last few days of term, next week, it's fine to submit the questions. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye. Hi, Chloe.
Oh, you want to stop the recording?
I've just stopped recording.